What is up, YouTube? We're back here again with another Eidolon account review. It's time for Rene, who has basically asked for some direction. They're a tad bit lost. They're pushing to elite classes, trying to get some more gems from farming bosses, but shit's just overwhelming. And I don't blame them. So we're gonna get to the bottom of this and help out. So let's take a look. Okay. I know where to spend boxes. So you don't have a lot of post box options early yet. Functionally speaking, you want to invest your post boxes in what your characters do best. In terms of mages, it's chopping. In terms of barbarian, it's fishing. In terms of DK, it's construction and mining. You know, that's why your early investment should be what's the class good at. So you're getting the most bang for your buck when your class is doing said action. So yeah, in the case of like your Bubo, yes, in his case, alchemy is very good, but at the same time, chopping is very good. For your barbarian, don't worry about anything else. Put it in fishing. For your archer, in his case, put it in catching. Yeah, it seems like a good idea. It's really not that high of a bonus. You're gonna get better brew speed as your character's alchemy levels up, and you have them sticking in brew pots. Like that's just, it's better than the fucking boxes can provide. So first thing if I have to recommend is get everybody Amarok. You have some, which is good, but you definitely want to have everybody on Amarok. Yeah, PO boxes basically just reach a critical mass at one point, and you're like, holy shit, okay, now I can start putting in fucking everything. But for the time being, focus on what your characters are good at and maxing those relevant boxes. Until then, don't worry about it. So, yeah, for you, I would definitely say work on getting everybody a set of tools. Iron or gold is good just to get started. Each tool will give you just a genuine stack stick, and it's another thing you can use your upgrade tokens on to help kind of boost their account or their stats. On top of that, yeah, make sure you've got everybody's skulls. The wax skull and the ceramic skull are kind of shit, as I usually say, so push those out as far as you can, just doing some worshipping with your other people. Yeah, getting everybody Amarok armor is just really, really advisable. I'd definitely say so. Yeah, pick up a splicer here for some of your guys. Like, just kind of patch up your gear. Like, you're super, super early into World 4, so you don't have to really worry about gear optimization and fucking end all be all. Eventually, the idea is you push into. I was not doing worship and catch 2 days ago. Okay. Eventually, the goal is to push everybody to void tools and void armor, but you really don't have to worry about it at this point. Like, you're super, super early into World 4, so I'd say work on just getting everybody a solid set of tools, push the level out so they can at least use gold tools or, yeah, I'd say gold or platinum tools to say the least. So let's say plat tools for everyone and getting everybody an up-to-date Amarok set. So, and what I mean by the updated Amarok set is just make the new sets, grab the upgrade bonus or the upgrade stones from the World 4 shop and use them on the new Amarok sets on those characters so that you're able to get the stats that they want plus the added benefit of the defense that you want. Definitely would say that. Let's see here. Do make sure that you are goldening all of your statues. You do want to spread that bonus out to everybody. It's not a super high bonus at the start, but you definitely a swap between warrior and mage Amarok set. Yeah, don't worry about that. Just make Amarok sets for everybody, and you'll be way better off. It's not always farming. No, and I get it. I totally get it. It's just advisable to just get everybody a set because they're all going to need to have to push at one point. So that's the kicker. Yeah, gold all your statues. Which ones you have, buy them out, get those going. You want everybody to have access to it. You don't have fucking DB yet, so I'm not really worried. Yeah, I'm looking. I'm liking the. Yeah, okay. You're kind of like all over the place, and you got some maxing to do, but this is fine. If you genuinely want to like keep pushing and get help, active murdering this bonus will help in conjunction with Killer Brightside. But we'll get a look at that when we get there. Well, equals money priority. Yeah, fair. Okay, so I can tell right away you need to buy points. So buy your anvil points. Excuse me. Ooh. Buy your anvil points. So I don't just mean the money anvil points, I mean the resource anvil points. So, sorry, I don't have my my toolbox set on a hotkey. I definitely should actually set that up, but once you get your elemental sorcerer up and running, I would recommend sending them out to go farm materials. Spending speed. Yeah, speed. You basically want to do speed and some cap, so you're not constantly capping out. But yeah, speed and cap are the two ones. So just buy all the points you can with money, and then buy up to like World 3 resources in the anvil. So sorry, Drid. I will resolve that probably before Thursday. Okay, keep buying your forge upgrades, 100%. You're gonna want to get all the forge upgrades you can, and constantly keep smelting stuff. Even if you don't have the oil, just keep smelting stuff, because you're gonna be running into so much required bars for some later equipment and vials and alchemy that you're just gonna need it. So just keep forging stuff. Keep smelting. Keep smelting. Keep smelting. It's ridiculously cheap nowadays in terms of time to do that. You're probably up to the bribe set for tuna. Smelting iron from a vial. Good. So you're at about 1,100 stamps. You are missing some. Oh, well, welcome, Mateen. We're fucking still streaming. You are missing some stamps. Use Toolbox to find out where these stamps are. And get them within your reason. I'm fairly certain you can get the cooked meal stamp in World 4 as well. Yeah, you can get it in World 4 along with nest eggs and ladles, which is great, which is absolutely great. So yeah, fill this out. For where you're at, honestly, you need to look at probably close to 4 to 5k stamps. 4 to 5k stamps is probably where you're gonna have to be, just as like a guideline. Or do 5k stamp minimum. Yeah, welcome, team. Feel free to hang out, relax. We're doing account reviews again. We've been doing account reviews for like 4 hours. Feathers, great. You're a clicker. You've done up to 11. Good. That'll help you. Bubbles, your alchemy's probably... Yeah. So... Yeah, you don't even have the ones I would recommend to even choose alchemy. Alchemy is king. You will be going back to alchemy even in the end game. It's something you just cannot neglect. Like, absolutely cannot neglect alchemy. The water droplets are just kicking you now? Good. So, work on pushing your alchemy. Shakracy, if you need to get more accuracy and, guarantee hits on things. FMJ, if you need to get more defense and survivability. What I always recommend to people who need to start getting into alchemy is you work on 2 bubbles as priority, and you'll unlock these in the yellow cauldron. It's Larry, so you get a % chance to upgrade a bubble at no additional cost. So you're getting a buy one, get one free deal. And undeveloped cost, which is going to just outright decrease the cost of materials that you're going to be using to upgrade those bubbles. These 2 are really going to help kind of kickstart your alchemy if you focus on them. The golden rule you should be trying to achieve with your alchemy is approaching a 70% efficiency rating, bumping that to 75 and then 80. For right now, I don't think this is in your wheelhouse, but I think you still need to keep unlocking more and more alchemy and start bumping up these levels. 100%, 100%. So yeah, you've got people in there, you're cooking on that. That is good to see. Oh, yeah, no, buy your upgrades, man. Buy your upgrades in your cauldrons. Yeah, 100% buy all your upgrades in your cauldrons. Max these things out. Max them out. Very nice, Mateen. Very nice. Yeah, max out your cauldrons as soon as you can. Max out your cauldrons as soon as you can. I'll spend all the money on vault. I know it's rough. Keep doing your daily vows. It looks like you are starting to unlock it, which is good. If you're hurting on money, I recommend putting more points in a diet or drink. Farming out the materials for this, pushing this. It's a great vial. It helps you out a lot. If you're doing a lot of like you're finding statues and you're doing deposit, make sure you're leveling up 0 skinny cow so you're getting a chance to double deposit, which is great. One thing I definitely say is if you can, get the blue soul up and running for the slow energy drink so you get base multi-kill per tier. And it stacks. It's fan-fucking-tastic. It is totally worth your time doing this. I imagine your prints are probably not touched. Don't worry about sigils. Really don't worry about sigils. You really don't need to worry about these or touch these for a while. Are you doing Kilroy? It's the blue soul is from doing worshipping. So let me crack this up real quick. Head back to World 3. Yeah, it's the tower defense in World 3. So the frigid soul's right here. That's what you want to get. The tower defense one is along the main path. Yeah, it's the snowman map. Yeah, so it's down here. Yeah, here it is. Do I need to do the third one first? Yeah, you need to do. They work in a set of prerequisites. You need to finish a certain amount of waves in the other before you can do the next one. So it's a linear path that you've got to do. Kangaroo. Let's look at the bonuses here. Good. Looks like you've done some Rue, but you still haven't gotten them unlocked. Don't neglect Rue. Rue has some disgustingly good bonuses that will help you in the early game. So keep working on Rue. Okay, you've got a couple of things going. Yeah, your prints are like super small. Because your print chance is so abysmally low, I'm curious what your prayers are, so we'll take a look at that too. Must say I missed the early game. It's a wild ride looking back sometimes, you know? Keep working on unlocking salts. Are you aware of the salt ratio sheet here, Renee? Yeah, they're just in World 4, Zoe. Okay, good. Skinny 0 cal without upgrading in Vows to 13. Skinny 0 cal's 12 at the moment. Yeah, very nice, right? Equinox, you don't need to worry about that right now. Another one. When you unlock the blue salts, you need to hard focus getting the automation arm. This is going to make your life so much easier, as I've shown. Automation arm is so fucking good. So what Equinox is it's basically a set of challenges and a timed progression bar. You can unlock it in World 3 by unlocking this set of 3 maps here. So the Detonated Ram map and the Bloodbone map. The Bloodbones will drop an item called the Equinox Mirror, which will take you to Equinox, and it's... Oh, Emmet Ram. Okay, yeah. So you're close to it. So don't really worry about it. Unlock the challenges when you get them. But a lot of them are going to be out of your reach for a while, bud. So in terms of building, I would recommend focusing on Automation Arm, Chest, Cruncher, Death Note, 3D Printer, Salt Lake, Trapper Drone. Getting all these early ones. Not you, Adam Collider. going. In terms of worship, early on, Boulder Roller is very good. You can put some levels into this. It'll help you out. Down the line, you want to focus on getting Poisonic Elder and Kraken Cosplayer up and running. Looking forward to being able to trade away Duke. Got my 3rd and 4th today. Fucking A. Save some RNG for the rest of us, Sin. Yeah, because I looked at your death note, and yeah, I know whereabouts you are. Make sure you are spending your worship charge, and this is why you want to equip really good skulls, is because you're sitting here capping on your worship charge, and you're not getting any fucking decent recharge rate. So you're shooting yourself in the foot, so to speak, by not giving them even basic skulls, and then having them do worship so that you're able to get them better skulls. So definitely work on that. Once you get to level 21 at Acorn Assault, you're going to unlock Royal Sampler. This is going to make your prints a hell of a lot better, because right now you're only printing at about 17% ratio. The goal is to get that to about 90%. Skilled Dimwit is also going to help in doing anything with skilling. You want to have Skilled Dimwit just sitting. This 20% skill XP gain is negligible. Don't worry about it. Equip everybody with Skilled Dimwit. You will feel so much better. Eventually, you'll do the same for Royal Sampler. Yes, it says minus 25% all XP gain. It is not as big of a deal as it seems. The math works out that it's fucking negligible as well. So don't worry about it. Looks scary, it's fucking not. Yeah, keep working on your traps, get better critters, making sure that you do claim them, and just keep working on that level. Once you get, yeah, it's additive XP loss. It's not multiplicative, so the math works out differently. In terms of salt, obviously get this to 20 as soon as you can. Once you get purple salts, getting the multi-kill rate for all worlds is good. The movement speeds is fantastic. Green salts, points earned is great. And the max level for our talent books is fantastic. And yeah, even put in some points into the refinery speed here. Salt has some really, really good bonuses here. Cooking. You're super early, so I'm not worried. Yeah, it looks high, but say you end up with 150% XP gain, 100% loss isn't that bad. Yeah, exactly. The math is not multiplicative math, so you're not losing based off of a collective total. You're basically losing additive math, which is a subtotal of it, a proportion. So I should spend my star points in Sampler. Oh, like the talent? If you're talking to talent, absolutely. Absolutely. This is another, way to increase this. So you're going to get better prints from it. That's why your prints are so low, because you're only doing it about 17%. I just put level 1. Gotcha. So yeah, the goal is to get everything up to 90, so you're getting the most bang for your buck out of theoretical AFK time. And this is just another value that helps. Yeah, you can. You absolutely can. Some people do level 1. Personally, when it comes to the early game, if you really want to get some good prints, do that. Just spent the last hours reprint went from 1 bill copper to 60 bill. Yeah, exactly. Minor altercations can fucking juice the shit out of you. So yeah, you're just starting cooking. I'm really not worried. Work on your cooking speed. 100%. Your breeding's probably super fucking early. You got a couple of spices. I don't know how to restart star points. If you're like, oh fuck, I have fucked up. There is presets for stuff. Sorry, not for star points, but for your main skills. In terms of star points, there is an item you can buy. I think it's in the shop, actually. Hold on, let me check. I'm fairly certain it's in the shop. Yeah, here it is. There it is. The start talent reset. Oh, shit! No, you're right! Duh, fucking Vault added it. Vault added the option to reset this shit. So, yeah, I just reset it. So if you have the Vault upgrade, just hold it, and you can do it. Oh, I'm dumb. I forgot they fucking added that to that. So yeah, you don't even have to worry about it. You can just do it. You can craft it as well. Fucking shows how much I've used it. Yeah, so there you go. You don't have to worry about it. I think it's, what's it at max? Let me check. How many times can you do that a day? Where the hell is it? I think I've blown past it. Son of a bitch. How many times could you do that a day? I know it was like a limited thing. Miles murder. 20 a day per max. Yeah, I fucking can't find it. I'm looking blind. 20's a lot. Yeah, you can reset your entire fucking page over a couple of days. So yeah. Let's take a look at your lab. Site 2 over. Okay. So, if you're going to be actively pushing in World 4, here's what I recommend you do. You take some of your guys and you stick them in lab for 2 aspects. 1, no bubble left behind, which means you need to... I don't start lab. I'm just explaining. If you want to keep pushing, lab will help you push. Because it works in conjunction with the bonuses from Vault. No bubble left behind. As long as you have at least level 5 in your alchemy bubbles, you're going to get 3 free levels every 24 hours, which is pretty good because your alchemy's really, really weak. You don't have much in it. So this can help, especially early. And Killer Brightside is a real reason why people do lab. You stick enough people in there to unlock Killer Brightside and no bubble left behind. 1, so that Killer Brightside makes it so kills count for double, and then that works in conjunction with Vault. That also increases how much kill per kill you get per mob. So it'll allow you to unlock your portals as you push for World 4 faster. If you don't plan on pushing for through World 4 and going to World 5 right now, you can sideline that. Anvil Tab 2 also has it. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, just town points and distilled water. Huh. Yeah, it shows how much I've fucking crafted. I don't even have the auto craft. Is it worth to stop everybody now to do that? I was thinking get elite class first. No, get elite classes on everybody. Elite classes need to be the focus. Once you get everybody elite classes, then you can kind of decide, okay, do I want to keep pushing through World 4 and get to World 5? Or do I want to take a step back and start working on all the other aspects of my account? That's a choice you got to make. But first and foremost, yes, get everybody up into elite classes. You want everybody up into elite classes. Hands down, hands down. The skills are just too much not to do. We can also take a look at your tools here. Or not your tools, your cards here. So just to be seen. Wiki-minded, so I should know. Yeah, Mateen's a fucking walking, talking wiki. Man, it's wild. Yeah, like your cards are super, super basic. I wouldn't even say worry about half of this shit. Yeah, no Equinox, no Rift. Like, yeah, you're super, super, super early into this stuff. But yeah, your first goal should be to get everybody up into their elite classes as soon as possible. Get them done and dusted. Yeah, the more you push, the more backtracking you do later. I mean, we've seen dozens of accounts that are like, hey, I'm at World 6 and my damage is shit. And it's like they haven't eclipsed. Their stamps are like 3k. Their alchemy is 10%. You know, all this shit. So that's where the real payoff is. It's like, okay, establishing I need to stop and I need to go back and work on my core and then go back to pushing. I'm trying to get one more start. We're like, okay, yeah, you can definitely do the early cards. For sure. You could definitely do the early cards. They're good to have. The real kicker is once you get far enough in World 4, you'll have access to Rift. Okay? Rift has a great fucking bonus here. This is not construction mastery. Rift has this bonus here. At Rift 16, once you unlock it, it gives you skill mastery. This says construction mastery. I don't know why it's wrong. Skill mastery is based off of the total cumulative level of all the of a set skill between all your characters. And the reason this matters is because if you take a look, once you reach a certain level in a skill, you get access to all X are now passive cards. So you get this up to high enough on mining, all your mining cards will all be passive and you don't need to equip them. All your chopping cards will be passive. All your fishing cards will be passive. All your catching cards will be passive. Same with your trapping and your worship. So that's why it matters to have not just jack of all trades, or why rather it matters to have jacks of all trades. They don't necessarily have to be like super max skills, but they need to be balanced enough so that you'll be able to get enough total level to get these masteries. But obviously you won't get that until you touch Equinox, which is in a later World 4 map. So this is another incentive to kind of push World 4 if that's something you want to do and you're like, oh fuck yeah dude, I don't have to have all these cards on my fucking inventory, shit, sign me up. So that is another route you can take a look at if you want to go down there. But I mean, do you have any other questions? Anything that's confusing you? Like, you mentioned you watched a whole bunch of videos, and I know like when people give out massive data dumps, you're like, oh, this, and this, and that, and that, and that, and da, 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 da. Like, anything in the back of your mind kind of confusing you? One thing I'm struggling with is about builds. What do you mean by builds? Just putting all the points. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Well, eventually you're going to get to the point where you have more points than you know what to fucking do with. Like, ridiculously. But typically the best way to start off, you're like, okay, well, I need to focus on, there's no note to priority. It depends on the class, but typically you want to put at least a couple of levels into the main skills. And then you want to take a look and say, okay, well, strength in numbers is going to buff my damage by X%. This is going to increase my strength. It's more than listed, which is going to feed back into my damage. This is going to give me more damage per weapon power. It's the imbued shove. I'll even pull up my DK here. Who's doing shit. Thank you for being broken, storage. We'll talk about you later. So imbued shockwaves is very good. The creme de la creme of early DK is Knightly Discipline, Orb of Remembrance, 100% Orb of Remembrance. You only need to put like 1 point into Divine Intervention. It says I have 56 due to other shit I have, but you only need to put 1 point in Divine Intervention. Mega Rang is really good because it just increases the size and hits a shitload of mobs. And then this is just good because it gives you that chance of sending out another shockwave. So your primary focus should be Orb of Remembrance, putting at least a point in Divine Intervention, and Knightly Disciplines. Because your Rang's damage and or your relative Rang's damage is going to be based off of the Dagger Rang back over here in the Crusader tree. So this is where it kicks off, like how much damage, and then this is just increasing the size and how much it can hit on top of the additional values. So personally, that's the two to focus on, and then eventually King of Remembrance is really good. All the symbols of Beyond are really, really good if you can get enough points in them for their max level, just so that they're spreading around to everything. But yeah, early on, focus on these three. Okay, good. Yeah, you definitely want to like max out Orb of Remembrance. It's really, really good. It's really, really good. Absolutely really good. .22 points. Yeah, then just kind of spread them around. What's up? What's one thing? The bookcase. The bookshelf. Yes, what about it? What should I buy? Right now, nothing. You're not at the point where books matter to you yet. Because what books do increase your cap. They don't set a fucking skill to that level, so we'll come take a look here. So that's not my bookcase. Where's I have it? And thank you for the follow, my friend. So if we take a look at the Divine Knight, right? So if I say we go to my... We'll go to my Symbols of Beyond, okay? So I have a theoretical max level of between 126 and 270. Now I hit this, it's going to guarantee give me a max level book. But all this does is increase the max level of a skill up to that point. It is more relevant for the later game players due to the fact that early game, like, you're going to be starving for points. You're really going to be starving for points. In terms of what you should focus on for your DK, functionally, redox rates is pretty fucking good. Super samples is pretty fucking good in the Crusader tree. Later pushing into your Nightly Disciple, or going back and say, hey, I'm going to boost my golden food. It really comes down to, like, what's going to give you the most bang for your buck at the time. Just for account progression. Oh, it's going to totally vary on a base-to-base level. So if you don't know, you can change the genres up here to what they are. And it's really going to come down to, like, what's going to give you the most benefit to that character at that point in time. That's really what it's going to come down to. Yeah. Sadly, there isn't like a... If you really want to go down like, okay, I need to book XYZ, you can use this. So this is the Eidolon IE review. It's an auto reviewer. You can take your data from Toolbox, whack it into here by just going into this, dropping it into this, and it will say, this is using some of my old data, for example. Let's see, there is a book section, library, there it is. So you get library, it says, hey, this should be the priorities for this character, for this class. Hey, this should be the priorities for this character, for this class, and getting them up to XYZ level. If you really want to get down into it like a tier list level thing, the auto reviewer will do it for you. This will help you out. So yeah, that is definitely another tool at your disposal. Some people like using it, some people don't. I did not mean to minimize that. Bring that back. So it kind of varies. It's a mixed bag. Well, any other questions you got? Just getting in time. Yep, that's the big thing. Just getting in time, getting in the right places, just focusing down on stuff. So, but I'm absolutely sure you're going to be able to really help your account, because once you build a solid foundation, you're going to do a hell of a lot better than players who have rushed World 6 and are like, fuck, dude, I'm screwed. You're going to do a hell of a lot better with your foundation, going back, improving your account, working on your alchemy, working on your stamps, getting better tools, getting armor, all that jazz. It's going to treat you a hell of a lot better if you do it now than if you're stuck shitless in World 6. So, but that being said, I'm happy I could have given you a account review. I'm happy. Now, I'll stop after Elite Cast is focused on my skills. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Just do any kind of improvement. Don't worry about pushing forward too far. Work on the here and now. It will help you better. It will absolutely help you better. Go ahead and wave goodbye to the folks over at YouTube, everybody on Twitch. I'm happy to have given this account review to Renee. As a reminder, things I wanted you to work on: get plat tools for at least everybody, get the upgraded Amarok set, work on your anvil points, pushing your stamps up to about 4 to 5k. That should be achievable, and Lord knows everything else we've discussed here. As per always, you can catch us over at Twitch on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're giving account reviews to anybody who asks over here on Eidolon. If you can't make it to a stream and you still like your account reviewed, check out our Discord in the description below. We have a channel set up in the Discord for account review requests where we'll be able to get it to it in the next stream. That being said, I will see you folks in the next video where I decide whether or not to make a V-Man account.